When autumn arrives with its crisp air and golden light, there's something magical about transforming our homes into cozy sanctuaries that embrace the season's natural beauty. The art of fall decorating doesn't have to mean overwhelming your space with traditional oranges and deep reds that can sometimes feel too bold or seasonal. Instead, we can create sophisticated autumn ambience using an unexpected yet stunning color palette that feels both fresh and timeless. Today, we're exploring how sage green and cinnamon can become your secret weapons for achieving elegant fall decor that whispers rather than shouts, creating spaces that feel effortlessly chic and seasonally appropriate. The beauty of sage green lies in its versatility and calming presence, a color that bridges the gap between nature's verdant summer and autumn's muted tones. This sophisticated hue carries the essence of eucalyptus leaves and weathered sage plants, bringing an organic freshness that prevents your fall decor from feeling heavy or overpowering. When we pair sage green with warm cinnamon tones, we create a color story that feels both grounding and uplifting, reminiscent of morning mist over autumn fields and the warm spices that fill our kitchens during the season. This combination allows you to celebrate fall's arrival while maintaining a sense of tranquility and elegance that works beautifully year-round. Texture plays a crucial role in making any color palette come alive, and this is especially true when working with the subtle sophistication of sage green and cinnamon. Think beyond simple color matching and consider how different materials can enhance these hues. The way morning light catches the nap of a sage velvet cushion, or how cinnamon-colored wool throws seem to glow with inner warmth. Natural textures like linen, jute, and raw would bring an organic quality that complements both colors beautifully, while metallic accents in warm brass or aged copper can add just enough shimmer to prevent the palette from feeling flat. The key is layering these textures thoughtfully, creating visual interest through contrast while maintaining the overall sense of calm elegance. Lighting becomes your most powerful tool when working with this refined color palette, as both sage green and cinnamon respond beautifully to different qualities of light throughout the day. Morning light tends to emphasize the cool undertones in sage green, making it feel fresh and energizing, while the golden hour brings out the warmth in cinnamon accents, creating that perfect cozy atmosphere we crave in fall. Consider how your lighting choices can enhance this natural rhythm. Soft table lamps with warm bulbs can make cinnamon elements glow invitingly in the evening, while strategically placed mirrors can help bounce natural light onto sage green elements during the day. Candles, of course, are autumn's best friend, and choosing ones in complementary scents like eucalyptus or warm spice can engage multiple senses while supporting your color story. The concept of layering extends far beyond textiles when creating sophisticated seasonal decor, encompassing everything from visual weight to aromatic elements that make your space feel truly immersive. Start with your largest elements, perhaps a sage green accent piece or cinnamon tone furniture, and build around them with smaller accessories that echo and enhance the theme. This might mean incorporating sage green ceramics alongside cinnamon leather accessories, or mixing sage green plants with warm wooden elements that carry cinnamon undertones. The goal is to create a sense of intentionality without rigidity, allowing the eye to move naturally through the space while discovering delightful color connections that feel both planned and organic. Natural elements serve as the perfect bridge between your sage green and cinnamon palette and the autumn season itself, bringing authenticity and life to your decorative scheme. Fresh or dried botanicals in complementary tones, think eucalyptus branches, sage stems, or cinnamon bark bundles, can serve as both decorative elements and natural air fresheners that reinforce your seasonal theme. Seasonal fruits and vegetables like pale green gourds, cream-colored pumpkins, and warm-toned apples can be styled in sage green vessels or displayed on cinnamon-colored wooden surfaces to create vignettes that feel both decorative and authentically autumnal. The beauty of using natural elements is their inherent imperfection and seasonal evolution, which keeps your decor feeling fresh and dynamic rather than static. Scale and proportion become increasingly important when working with a subtle color palette, as you'll rely more on these design principles to create visual interest than on bold color contrasts. Mix large-scale elements like oversized sage green cushions with smaller cinnamon accents, or pair a substantial cinnamon-colored throw with delicate sage green accessories to create pleasing visual rhythm. This approach prevents your space from feeling monotonous while maintaining the sophisticated restraint that makes this color combination so appealing. Consider varying the intensity of your colors as well, perhaps using deeper sage tones as anchor pieces and lighter, more muted versions for fill-in elements, with cinnamon accents providing warmth and energy throughout. The psychology of color plays a significant role in why sage green and cinnamon work so beautifully together for autumn decorating, tapping into our subconscious associations with comfort, nature, and seasonal transition. Sage green carries connotations of growth, renewal, and tranquility, qualities that help us feel grounded and peaceful as we transition from summer's high energy to autumn's more reflective pace. Cinnamon, with its associations with warmth, comfort, and cherished memories of seasonal baking and gatherings, adds the emotional warmth that prevents sage green from feeling too cool or distant. Together, these colors create an emotional landscape that feels both calming and nurturing, perfect for creating spaces where we want to slow down and savor the season. Incorporating personal touches within this color palette ensures that your fall decor feels authentic to your lifestyle rather than like a magazine spread that's beautiful but impersonal. This might mean displaying beloved books with sage green or cinnamon tone covers, incorporating family heirlooms that happen to complement the palette, or showcasing handmade pottery in these soothing tones. The key is finding ways to weave your personal story into the seasonal narrative, creating spaces that feel like an extension of who you are rather than a temporary seasonal costume. Remember that the most beautiful homes are those that reflect their inhabitants' personalities while embracing the rhythms of the natural world. Seasonal transitions in decor don't have to mean complete overhauls, and this sage green and cinnamon palette demonstrates perfectly how thoughtful color choices can create autumn ambience while maintaining year-round appeal. Unlike more traditional fall colors that can feel jarring come December, these sophisticated tones transition beautifully into winter when paired with deeper textures and warmer lighting. This sustainability in design choices, both environmental and aesthetic, reflects a more mature approach to seasonal decorating that prioritizes longevity and versatility over trend-driven changes. Consider how each piece you add can serve your space not just for autumn, but through multiple seasons, creating a foundation that evolves rather than completely transforms. The art of styling vignettes becomes particularly important when working with a refined color palette, as you'll need to create interest through composition and styling rather than relying on bold colors to grab attention. Group objects in odd numbers, vary heights and shapes, and don't be afraid to include negative space as part of your composition. Sometimes what you don't include is as important as what you do. A simple arrangement of sage green pottery, cinnamon-scented candles, and natural elements can become a stunning focal point when styled with intention and care. The key is editing ruthlessly, removing anything that doesn't serve the overall harmony you're trying to achieve. Understanding undertones becomes crucial when working with sage green and cinnamon, as these colors can appear differently depending on surrounding elements and lighting conditions. Sage green can lean more blue or more yellow depending on its specific formulation and what's placed nearby, while cinnamon can range from orange leaning to brown leaning depending on its context. This is why it's important to gather samples and test them in your actual space before committing to larger pieces. Consider how your existing fixed elements, flooring, wall colors, and major furniture pieces will interact with your new sage and cinnamon additions, making adjustments as needed to ensure harmony rather than fighting against your space's existing character. The concept of seasonal rhythms in decorating extends beyond simply changing out accessories, encompassing a deeper understanding of how our homes can support our emotional and physical needs as the seasons change. As autumn progresses and daylight hours shorten, our need for warmth and coziness increases, making this the perfect time to introduce elements that engage multiple senses. This might mean adding sage green textiles that invite touch, incorporating cinnamon-scented elements that warm the air, or including natural materials that bring the outdoors inside. The goal is creating an environment that feels nurturing and supportive as we navigate seasonal transitions and prepare for winter's introspective months. Sustainability in seasonal decorating means making choices that honor both our planet and our budgets while still allowing us to celebrate the changing seasons in meaningful ways. This sage green and cinnamon palette lends itself beautifully to sustainable decorating practices. Natural materials age gracefully in these colors, vintage and secondhand pieces often come in similar tones, and simple DIY projects can transform existing items to fit the palette. Consider spray painting existing accessories in sage green, dyeing fabrics with natural cinnamon tone dyes, or simply rearranging existing pieces to highlight those that already work with your chosen colors. The most sustainable approach to seasonal decorating is often the most creative, challenging us to see familiar objects in new ways. The power of restraint in decorating cannot be overstated, particularly when working with a sophisticated color palette that relies on subtlety rather than drama for its impact. It's tempting to fill every surface and corner when decorating for a season, but the most elegant spaces often leave room for the eye to rest and the colors to breathe. This doesn't mean your spaces should feel sparse or cold. Rather, each element should earn its place through beauty, function, or emotional resonance. The sage green and cinnamon palette rewards this thoughtful approach, revealing its full beauty when given space to unfold naturally rather than being forced into every possible application. Creating harmony between indoor and outdoor spaces becomes particularly relevant during autumn, when the natural world provides such spectacular inspiration for our color choices. The sage green and cinnamon palette creates a beautiful bridge between interior and exterior spaces, allowing you to carry the same color story from your garden to your living room seamlessly. This might mean choosing outdoor furniture and accessories in these colors, growing herbs and plants that echo the palette, or simply ensuring that your interior choices complement rather than compete with the autumn views outside your windows. The result is a sense of continuity and flow that makes your entire property feel like a cohesive, well-designed sanctuary. As we conclude our exploration of elegant fall decorating with sage green and cinnamon, remember that the most successful seasonal decorating comes from understanding your own lifestyle, preferences, and the unique character of your home. These colors provide a sophisticated foundation, but how you interpret and apply them should reflect your personal style and the way you actually live in your space. Whether you choose to incorporate these colors through major pieces or small accents, through natural elements or manufactured goods, the key is approaching your seasonal decorating with intention, creativity, and respect for both the changing seasons and your own evolving needs. The result will be spaces that not only look beautiful but feel authentically yours, creating the perfect backdrop for all the memories you'll make this autumn season.